Good day, everybody. Let's see how this goes. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to, we'll see how this goes because I've kind of got a pain signal going from my ankle to my brain. It's kind of been constant today, but I kind of did some exercises yesterday, and I didn't feel like I twisted it, but I might have just like did something to it. I kind of have it feels like a sprained ankle. But anyway, I'll be all right. But I did take some Tylenol and I took some Aleve, and so I still got a little bit of pain, but it is what it is. Um, and I'm one of those people that I guess I'm fortunate where I've in my life I haven't had a lot of physical pain, and so anyway, it's kind of an unusual situation. But anyway, what I want to talk about was a supplement, or I guess it's kind of a substance in green tea, and the name of the substance is called EGCG. It stands for epigallocatechin gallate, and the AI on that EGCG is a powerful antioxidant found in green tea that offers numerous health benefits, including reducing inflammation, supporting cardiovascular health, and enhancing brain function. It may also improve insulin sensitivity and aid in weight management by boosting metabolism and reducing appetite. And so I did, I did the search. I said DuckDuckGo search, and then I clicked on some of these links here, and I kind of wanted to get a list of benefits and also kind of a little bit more information on EGCG and kind of the latest information on that. So I'll go with this is a Healthline article. I kind of I've utilized some of their information in the years they've been helpful. The question is what foods contain EGCG. Answer is EGCG may be best known for its role as a major active compound in green tea. In fact, researchers typically credit the numerous health benefits associated with drinking green tea to its EGCG content. Though EGCG is abundant in green tea, it also exists in small amounts in other foods. According to a 2020 review, you can find catechins like EGCG in the following: teas, cocoa products, palm fruits like apples and pears, and prune juice. While a lot of research focuses on EGCG as the most potent catechin in green tea, other types of epicatechin, epigallocatechin, and epicatechin 3 gallate may offer similar benefits. Plus, many of them are more widely available in the food supply. Red wine, broad beans, and most fruit are a few examples of dietary sources that contain health-promoting catechins. And then, so I guess what are the health benefits of EGCG? And that's kind of the question I asked in the search. I'll give my own take in addition to the take that I get from these websites eventually. But test tube animal and some human studies suggest that EGCG provides health benefits. For example, research in a 2020 article suggests that the catechins in EGCG may help to reduce inflammation and prevent certain chronic conditions, including high blood pressure, diabetes, and some cancers. Ultimately, more research is necessary to better understand how people can use EGCG as a preventive tool or treatment for disease. The current data is promising. Antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Much of EGCG's claim to fame comes from its strong antioxidant capacity and potential to combat oxidative stress and inflammation. Oxidative stress occurs when there are too many free radicals in your body. Research links oxidative stress and inflammation to various chronic conditions, including cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. EGCG's antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties may protect your cells from damage due to oxidative stress and suppress the activity of pro-inflammatory chemicals such as TNF-alpha. Heart health. Research in a 2022 review suggests that EGCG may support heart health by reducing blood pressure, cholesterol, and accumulation of plaque in blood vessels, all major risk factors for heart disease. A 2022 animal study found that EGCG lowered blood pressure in hypertensive mice over 14 days, Research in a 2020 systemic review of 3,321 people across 31 trials concluded that green tea typically helps to lower total cholesterol and low-density lipoprotein cholesterol. A 2023 review also highlights research suggesting that drinking more green tea may lower the risk of death from heart diseases. More research is needed. That's kind of a theme of Healthline. They suggest more research. Not a bad thing to suggest. Weight loss. EGCG may also promote weight loss. According to a 2021 systemic review, people experience significant reductions in body mass index and waist circumference when taking green tea over 12 weeks. The authors concluded that using green tea along with dietary adjustments and regular exercise may be beneficial for weight management and people with obesity. Additional human studies in a 2017 systemic review have collectively found that taking 100 to 460 milligrams of EGCG daily with 80 to 300 milligrams of caffeine for at least 12 weeks may lead to a significant weight loss and reduction of body fat. Brain health. Animal studies in a 2022 review suggest EGCG may have the following effects: improve brain function, prevent degenerative brain diseases, help with nerve cell regeneration. In a 2018 review, multiple observational studies in humans found a link between a higher intake of green tea and a reduced risk of age-related brain decline, as well as Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. However, the available data is inconsistent. According to a 2019 review, human, animal, and cell culture studies support green tea catechins' potential neuroprotective qualities. And then there's suggests some 240 ml serving of green tea may provide 187 milligrams of EGCG. One 2019 article suggests EGCG may be safe in doses as high as 3 grams per day, 3,000 milligrams. And so I read through some of these, and this is also from Healthline. This is so 10 benefits of green tea extract, and that's like a little bit different than, let's see if I got. Sometimes the green tea extract is slightly different than EGC. I might see, good for the brain, weight loss, liver function. Yeah, I mean, there's EGCG in green tea extract. There might be some other things as well. But high in antioxidants. Health benefits of green tea extract are mostly due to its high antioxidant content. Antioxidants can help reduce oxidative stress in your body by protecting against cell damage caused by molecules called free radicals. This cell damage is associated with aging and several diseases. Polyphenol antioxidants called catechins make up the majority of green tea extract's antioxidant content. Among the catechins in green tea, EGCG is the most researched and thought to provide the most health benefits. Studies have shown that green tea extract increases your body's antioxidant capacity and protects against oxidative stress. This in turn may prevent associated health concerns. Obesity. In one 2012 study, 35 people with obesity took 870 milligrams of green tea extract for 8 weeks. Their blood antioxidant capacity increased from 1.2 to 2.5 micromoles per liter on average. It should be noted that the participants in the study supposedly were taking green tea extract in an amount considered to be in the toxic range. Because of this, it's unclear whether green tea extract would have the same effect if taken in smaller, safer doses. Summary: green tea extract is rich in antioxidants called catechins, which have been shown to increase antioxidant capacity and protect against oxidative stress. Number 2, may promote heart health. Oxidative stress increases fat buildup in your blood, which promotes inflammation in your arteries and leads to high blood pressure. The antioxidants in green tea extract can decrease inflammation and help reduce blood pressure. They can also inhibit fat absorption in cells, helping reduce blood fat levels. In one 2012 study, 56 people with obesity and high blood pressure took 375 milligrams of green tea extract daily for 3 months. They showed a significant decrease in blood pressure compared with a placebo group. Additionally, they experienced significant reductions in blood fat levels, including lower triglycerides and both total and LDL bad cholesterol. Reduced total cholesterol by 3.9%, LDL cholesterol by 4.5%. And the catechins in green tea may help reduce blood pressure and improve blood fat levels, which promotes heart health. Good for the brain. The antioxidant green tea, especially EGCG, have been shown to protect brain cells from oxidative stress. This protection can help reduce brain damage that could lead to mental decline and brain diseases like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Green tea extract can also decrease the action of heavy metals like iron and copper, both of which can damage brain cells. It's been shown to help memory as well by enhancing connection between different parts of your brain. In a 2014 study, 12 people drank a soft drink containing either 27.5 grams of green tea extract or a placebo. Then, while the participants worked on memory tests, brain images were obtained to assess brain function. The green tea extract group showed an increase in brain function and improved task performance compared with the placebo group. Some green tea extract has been shown to have a positive effect on brain health and memory, and it may help protect against brain diseases. So I'm actually gonna skip. I'm gonna skip this one because it's focused on green tea extract, and I believe that let's go to like I'm gonna see what the there's something I want to see. I want to see the green tea extract on give me a slow internet connection. I don't know anyways green tea extract, and I want to see how that differs from like something that I buy. So green tea extract. So it's got with this. This isn't the product that I buy, but this is kind of probably something that was similar to what was tested for those things. And it looks like the green tea extract has this Camellia sinensis leaf, and it has standardized to a minimum of 98% total polyphenols, 80% catechins, and 50% EGCG. A 10-to-1 extract equivalent to 2,500 milligrams of fresh green tea leaves. So that's not the exact same thing that I buy. I get the EGCG, but like, so it's something I haven't tried. But anyway, like you can buy these things. It's green tea extract, and then it also has EGCG, but it has other things as well. So let's try to focus on things that have like these articles on just EGCG, because sometimes they get like, and it's like overlapping. It's almost like like this one here says green tea. Like some people focus on green tea, but this one is EGCG, and I don't know that green tea extract and EGCG supplement are the same thing. I don't think they are. You know, if you get like, so we saw that one, and then with EGCG, and this is the one this is one I've been used to buying. Um, so this one's actually got, so it's got the Camellia sinensis leaf, and it's actually quite similar. Interesting. So yeah, so some people call these things these supplements EGCG, and some people call them green tea extract, and they're actually fairly similar. I didn't know that. I learn as I go sometimes too. But anyway, yeah, this is actually quite a good article here. This is from selfpoweredrecovery.com, and it gives a, you know, as Skir says, like, um, you know, some health benefits of EGCG, and you know, it's a EGCG boosts mood. After a single dose of EGCG, participants in one study rated being calmer and less stressed when compared to placebo. EGCG acts on receptors for GABA, the brain's primary calming chemical, with effects similar to drugs from the benzodiazepine class, which includes Valium, Klonopin, and Xanax. Again, like, you know, you don't need to have a prescription to get EGCG, and it helps with you know, feeling calmer. It helps with anxiety, and it acts on GABA, and so it's kind of like, you know, that's kind of a way to self, you know, you got more power if you don't have to, you know, rely on a script that you don't have any control over, whether you get a script or not. And, you know, and so like, you know, and basically, you know, it's not something that's um, addictive, and it has other health benefits too that some of these may not have. Um, so you know, it's because it's also it's good for the brain. You know, EGCG benefits the brain. A single dose of EGCG boosted alpha, beta, and theta brain waves in research subjects. Green tea flavonoids like EGCG may help in preventing and treating neurodegenerative diseases. EGCG protects neurons from injury and preserves those that have already been injured. These effects are desirable in diseases including Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. EGCG reduces Alzheimer's type plaques in the brain, as well as the prevalence of amino acids that form them. In a study of autoimmune encephalomyelitis, in which the body triggers inflammation in the brain and spinal cord by attacking their tissues, EGCG reduced inflammation and thus the degree of the disease. This was accomplished by cutting production of cell signaling proteins, or cytokines, associated with autoimmunity, namely IL-17. This outcome led researchers to suggest that EGCG may be effective in treating multiple sclerosis and similar diseases of brain inflammation. Helps mood. EGCG acts on receptors for GABA, the brain's primary calming chemical, which affects similar to drugs like the benzodiazepine class, which includes Valium, Klonopin, and Xanax. Cognition. A single dose of EGCG boosted alpha, beta, and theta brainwaves in research subjects. EGCG protects neurons from injury and preserves those that have already been injured. These effects are desirable in diseases including Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Exertion. A combination of EGCG and the antioxidant quercetin significantly reduced inflammation in athletes exercising heavily. EGCG increased physical stamina in animals and improved many markers typically elevated after exertion. Antioxidant. Green tea polyphenols like EGCG are far stronger antioxidants than vitamin C and E. EGCG increased activity of the body's key antioxidants, including glutathione and superoxide dismutase in animals post-exertion. Pathogens. EGCG fights many different types of viruses, including HIV, influenza, hepatitis B and C, and herpes. EGCG is also common against several kinds of candida, a common pathogenic yeast, and the fungus that causes ringworm. EGCG benefits the heart. Green tea polyphenols like EGCG appear to reduce heart disease by lowering cholesterol and triglyceride levels. This occurs because EGCG prevents absorption of dietary fats in the intestines. EGCG helps metabolic disorders. In a study of overweight animals with insulin resistance and high blood pressure, EGCG treatment dilated blood vessels and lowered systolic blood pressure. These benefits may be due to EGCG stimulating production of nitric oxide. EGCG appears to mildly increase the metabolic rate. Caffeine may augment this effect. Caffeine that's in EGCG supplements and green tea supplements. EGCG helps preserve pancreatic beta cells and boosts their function, crucial in preventing type 2 diabetes, and reduces the damage caused by chronic high blood sugar. EGCG and exertion. EGCG increased physical stamina in animals and improved many markers typically elevated after exertion, including lactic acid, urea nitrogen, creatine kinase, and MDA. It also increased stores of glucose or glycogen in the liver and muscles, which are burned for energy during exertion. A combination of EGCG and antioxidant quercetin significantly reduced inflammation in athletes exercising heavily. EGCG is an antioxidant. EGCG is a potent antioxidant. In other words, it prevents oxidative damage to cells. EGCG increased activity of the body's key antioxidants, including glutathione and superoxide dismutase in animals post-exertion. Green tea polyphenols like EGCG are far stronger antioxidants than vitamins C and E. EGCG stimulates bone growth, possibly due to its antioxidant activity. EGCG is antiviral. EGCG fights many different types of viruses, including HIV, influenza, hepatitis B and C, herpes, and adenovirus. It also, in both capsule and ointment forms, successfully treated HPV-caused lesions. EGCG is antifungal. EGCG proved effective against several kinds of candida, a common pathogenic yeast, in some cases proving almost as potent, and in some cases more potent than various prescription antifungal drugs. A green tea extract containing EGCG stopped the growth of and killed trichophyton fungi. EGCG alone, however, was ineffective. EGCG was successful, however, in fighting the variety of trichophyton that produces ringworm. EGCG in cancer. EGCG stops cellular growth and triggers programmed cell death. Studies have detailed a total of 19 mechanisms by which EGCG inhibits tumors. Various studies have found that EGCG inhibits tumors in many regions of the body, including the liver, stomach, skin, lungs, and colon. It also stops tumors from developing new blood vessels, a process crucial for tumors acquiring the nutrients they need to grow. Studies of human populations suggest EGCG protects against hormonal cancers, including prostate and breast cancer. EGCG was rated a strong positive or positive in preventing cancers of the esophagus, stomach, cancer, prostate, pancreas, prostate, and bladder. A study of cervical cancer found EGCG regulates expression of 20 genes to interrupt cell cycles and induce programmed cell death. In a study of 10 green tea polyphenols, EGCG was found to fight colorectal cancer the hardest. Other benefits. EGCG chelates, helps clear the body of metals, including iron and zinc. EGCG protects skin cells from the sun's UV rays when applied topically. It also protects from ionizing radiation, X-rays that are produced by nuclear sources. EGCG's functions have led researchers to speculate it may treat conditions as diverse as gout and dermatitis, in addition to heart disease and cancer. So yeah, that was actually my favorite article on that. Let's see if we can get this one. So let's see if we get some new information, and if we get new information, we'll just kind of skim this. Powerful antioxidant. We kind of covered that a little bit. Reduces inflammation. Helps some neurological diseases. So it just helps with memory. Helps with depression. Good for liver health. Good for the kidneys. Good for men's health. Apparently it helps fight prostate cancer and reduce the risk of cancer. And helps fight infections. You know what? One of the things that's interesting is that, and that's something I hadn't talked about in a bit, but it, um, so that, there's actually some studies that EGCG can help, prevent complications from sepsis, which is obviously a problem in hospitals. It can potentially be a problem outside of hospitals as well. But it's basically when the bacterial infection enters the bloodstream and can cause systemic problems. EGCG protects sepsis-induced myocardial dysfunction by inhibiting the nuclear factor XB signaling pathway. I think that's in the article. But there's evidence that it's effective against like lethal sepsis, like septic shock, basically. So green, at least in this, it can, help. So it has some antimicrobial effects in addition to some other health effects it has, and they're potent enough to help people that have sepsis stay alive. At least that's what I mean. That's kind of there's kind of a growing body of evidence of that. So there was one word that I was trying to get what it was, and it was anti-angiogenic. It was a new word that I learned. But apparently EGCG is anti-angiogenic, which means it refers to substances or therapies that inhibit the growth of new blood vessels, angiogenesis, which is crucial in the development and spread of tumors. So like tumors like to spread their own blood vessels, and EGCG can inhibit the growth of new blood vessels in terms of bad blood vessels, like tumor blood vessels. So that could be why it's effective. One reason why it's effective in reducing cancer incidence. Yeah. So like I thought I'd talk about that a little bit. It's kind of like one of the main reasons that I found it in 2017. I decided to try because I was kind of focused on. I was actually probably like August or September of 2017. I came across turmeric, and there's a little bit of ginger in there, something that I take as well. But there's, I started looking for kind of experimenting with things that increase BDNF, brain derived neurotrophic factor, and I think the first one I tried was turmeric, curcumin, and ginger. And then this was the next thing that I tried, and like or EGCG, and so I mean, to me it was like it was very helpful, and it was something that I mean I felt much calmer. I felt much more relaxed, more chill. My memory was better. Um, I was just feeling much better. I was kind of like, my thinking was much more clear, and my abilities to, my inner, like, I, I mean, it's kind of hard to describe because it was like, I mean, it's been, I guess it's almost been a decade, but it's kind of been, I guess like almost 9 years where like, I've been taking this EGCG every day, literally every day for almost 9 years, and initially I was taking a bit more than I take now. But, I kind of worked my way up a little bit, and then I saw some things that were like, it might be dangerous taking as much as I was, and then I started taking less, and I haven't run into any like major side effects from it. Um, like there was, once it kind of reached a point where I wasn't driving any more benefits, and you know, I kept the dose or the strength the same, and I basically, I've been, I kind of stated that for many years now, and but yeah, I mean, it really helped. I was dealing with um, fairly severe depression, treatment resistant depression for years, and I tried all kinds of things, and uh, once I kind of stumbled upon these neurotrophic factors like BDNF, brain derived neurotrophic factor. I started trying some different things for um, you know I, different ways to increase BDNF in the brain. Then I started getting the results that I was looking for. But before that, I kind of it was struggle. It was like um, I kind of, I mean, I wasn't born depressed. I was born with good mood, and so I don't know exactly if it was genetic or what caused that. It's kind of like, I mean, I guess kind of like a lot of different diseases and conditions. Like sometimes we don't know what causes these things. Sometimes um, we can make guesses. We can make educated guesses, but it's hard to know what really what kind of triggered that. I mean, anyway, all I can do is guess as to what triggered that, but I mean, it was severe when it started, and then I tried some things that were like somewhat effective, and then I try like, but I got much more improvement later on, and once I started focusing on things that improved, increased BDNF, then I started. Then I was on the road to recovery, and then things got much better. In terms of everything in my life was much easier. Everything in my life was um, more enjoyable, less anxiety, um, just an all around improved quality of life. And so I kind of focus. Like I focused as to why I take EGCG, and for the brain and mental health aspects of that. It's basically it boosts mood, decreases anxiety. It has other health benefits for the brain. It also seems to increase memory, and not only that, but like for some reason with me, it also like I mean help. I had severe depression, so not everybody's in that category. Like I don't know what percent of people have like can even imagine something like that, but like like I mean it's something that if you haven't experienced, like it would probably be hard to imagine. But one thing that was happening when I had severe depression was that like a lot of my memories were kind of tainted negatively. They were kind of it almost didn't matter what was going on. Like everything was kind of tainted negatively, and then that all changed with EGCG. It kind of went from almost everything was negative, or at least like whatever I experienced in the world, my processing of that kind of turned was kind of negative, and then like once I took EGCG supplements, then that changed, and it changed significantly, and so it's like, oh gosh, I wish I had found that sooner, but because I was depressed for many like probably over a decade, and so um, you obviously you learn habits, and probably not the best habits, and during that time when your brain isn't working very well, but like um, you kind of whatever brain health you have, you learn you learn habits from that, right? So it's like I can't go back and change. I can't, if I could go back and change some things in time, and I've increased knowledge on the topic now, and so like, but anyway, I mean, to me, it's extremely helpful for, for mood, anxiety, cognition, and also like it's gonna help to, you know, create more positive memories. We'll just put it that way. More, not all positive memories. Like sometimes there's times when, um, if somebody dies or something that's like, really stressful, or something that's like, everybody would respond negatively if you lose at some competition, or publicly humiliated, or like, I mean, there's times when, I mean, it's not like every memory is, but it's kind of gives me the capacity to have, um, good and bad memory. I guess the default is kind of good memories now. Like, whereas the default when I was depressed, it was like bad. Like the default was bad memories, and it was very hard to, um, get a good memory unless I'm driving my Mazda 3, right? So anyway, but you can't do that all day. And I guess. Anyway, so I mean, maybe this was helpful. Maybe it wasn't helpful. So I mean, I just kind of thought about that today. 'Cause I was dealing with some pain, and it's a type of pain that like, it's kind of like mental pain. It's almost like it was a type of pain that like I don't think everybody has experienced, and it might not, like it might not help, and it's not gonna help everybody. It might help some people though. It really helped me. Maybe it'll help other people too. I really don't know, but it was far more effective than, some prescription things that I tried. And so I've been quite happy with this, supplement. So I think it's good to be open minded to both supplements and prescription medicine. Anyway, hope you enjoy your day.